Walking these streets, shadows fall, lost in a world, echoes call, searching for light, voices true, St. James Church in the heart of the blue. Glorify God, nurture all, share the gospel, hear the call. That is what we do at St. James, breaking chains, singing new names, pushing through the night, feeling small, seeking the answers stall, windows of gray, stained with hue, where mission shines through, glorify God.
Good. All right. Well, welcome to our 75th anniversary conversations. We're here with Rebecca Nagella today to talk about her history in the church. So when and how did you join St. James?
Yeah, so my parents moved here in 1996. They brought us with them, and they were looking around for a church to raise, the family in. So went to a couple churches here locally and ended up settling on St. James. So I believe we officially became members in like 97 or something like that. So we've been here a while.
Okay. Yeah. And your parents taught Bible class here and everything, didn't they?
Yeah, so my dad taught we still have the AAA, so he did that for a couple of different times. And then my mom did the college and career age class as well, for between high school and like an adult with your life together. So, like 20s and 30s.
Yeah, we're actually restarting that. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but
Yay! Does it have a name yet, or?
No, but Katie Willman's going to be kind of leading that. So yeah.
Bring back the college and career.
Yeah.
CNC.
Well, we've got those people in their early 20s, college, like my son, who said, "I don't want to be in the high school class. I don't want to come to your class because it's full of all old people."
Old people.
So
he doesn't even know how not old y'all are.
I know.
But yeah, there should be a place for them too.
Yeah. So now, what have you done at St. James?
So, as far as leadership roles in the church, there's different things I've been participating in.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, so I've helped with Vacation Bible School over the years in just many capacities. We used to have like Awanas, and then that got renamed to Jesus and Me, so Jam. I used to help with that as well. And youth events, just being a driver, being like a chaperone / participant, kind of showing up when Peggy said, "Hey, we need people caroling for the shut-in." So we don't say no when she asks that nicely. So I've gone caroling a few times. Just helping out at different servant events that the church has.
And you're on the youth board now.
Yes, currently on the youth board.
Yes.
Yeah, I've gone to one meeting, so so I'm on it. Yes.
Yes. Good.
Yep.
Now, did you go to one of the National Youth Gatherings?
I went to the National Youth Gathering in 2007, so it was my junior year. And that one was in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one that we went to was in Florida. I want to say Orlando or Miami. I have pictures of it, but I didn't label any of the pictures, so I don't know where it was. But it was in Florida. So, so I've been in a youth group we didn't have like a little youth back then, so we just started. You just started in like the 6th grade and did your confirmation. So I got confirmed in 2002, no, 4.
Oh, okay.
And in 8th grade, and then graduated in 2008 from the youth group. So, yeah.
And you even brought your catechism.
I did. I brought my little catechism here. This is apparently, I'm told that it's now small. That's bigger now.
Yeah,
there's like there's like a lot more. So like
it's still called the small catechism, but it's bigger. Yeah.
It's the small catechism with extra explanation.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yikes. But yeah, this was like, I had to look when it was, and my mom wrote in it, so that's nice.
Oh, okay.
Got my maiden name in there and everything. So I studied that. Yeah, went to different retreats to study for the, what did we call those? Confirmation retreats, I think. Yeah, and so Pastor Carlson, and then the previous youth leader, like Phil Roselle, before he had passed, and then Peggy, different leaders would kind of show up and just walk us through all the confirmation things, and then we were done with that. Then we would do all the things that youth kids do, and glow in the dark tag and throw water balloons at people and each other, not strangers. I should clarify. And just like go hang out at the Rainbow Christian Camp that was here kind of locally to us. So like, I don't even know if that's still there or not, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't think it is, but
right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know because I hadn't been there for obviously for several years, but it was not too far away, and it had this really cute little like lodge retreat thing, just like a kitchen, and then just a big old open like rec area. And so we'd all hang out there for the weekend, and parents would come back to get us and hope that we learned something.
And you were in one piece.
Right, exactly. We were always in one piece. We were fine.
I remember as a youth leader, younger as a pastor, that my goal is always to get the kids back the same way the parents gave me. And I was always terrified the entire time that I wouldn't be able to do that.
Someone was going to have like a scratch or something. Oh, man. Then when we got older, we would go up to like Luther Haven was it Luther Haven?
Yeah,
no.
Camp Luther Haven?
Yeah. Or different ones. And then there was like canoeing. There was just all kinds of different outdoor things that we did. So, yeah.
Cool. So now, who are some people that have maybe had a big impact on you here?
Yeah, so obviously the Pastor Carlson, so he was here when I got here in 96, 97. And so I was confirmed. He was also involved in my baptism. And then when I got married in 2012, he married me and my husband. He actually came back for that wedding. I was very thankful that because he had just left that year, so we asked him to please come back and perform the ceremony for us. So he very kindly did that. And then Betty Willman was also very instrumental. She helped me with my confirmation banner. She helped a lot of us with our confirmation banner because I'm not very artistic, so she is definitely a great resource as far as that. And then Linda Kretzinger as well. She used to be our choir director, and so she pretty much recruited me and also another teenage girl when we were in high school to be like, hey, we're going to sing in the adult choir because you have gifts and you're not allowed to not use them. And so she sort of drafted us in there, and so we performed with the adult choir through high school for that. So that was really exciting. So definitely those members.
Yeah, and you've sang a few times since, because you've sang solos since I've been here, I know.
Yeah, a few.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yep. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, anybody else?
I think like who, because I've been here for so long. Honestly, the church as a whole has just been great because there are so many people that have stayed here and that have been here. Mm-hmm. So as far as an impact, but just people that I grew up with. So different people in the youth group, like some of them are still here, like Allison's still here and Michael, but like their parents are also still here. Right. So just even seeing them, at church on Sunday or at different events, it's really cool to just interact with them. Like, yeah, we're all still here. Yeah.
So are there some events or stories that you remember that you were here?
The National Youth Gathering was obviously just a really big event. That was just a really cool moment because that was kind of the first time I saw so many other kids that were Lutheran. yeah, I don't know, being in the area that we're in, I don't know, there's not like a whole lot of other Lutheran
Right.
churches. So going, and then all of a sudden there's 20,000 kids, like teenagers, that are also Lutheran. We're like, man, that's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So that was definitely really fun. And then when I was 15, I had a quinceañera that was here.
Yeah, you explained that to me one time. What is that
Yes.
exactly again?
So in the Latino culture, when a girl turns 15, that's like her, like a sweet 16, but for Latino culture. So she's like presented to society. And a true quinceañera would be like crazy, the dress, like attendance, basically like think wedding, like a feast, a whole like ceremony, church ceremony, service, mass, like a whole day celebration. It's very elaborate. My parents were not about to do like all that, so it coincided with our church cantina, like a church picnic. So we had like a cantina, like taco bar type thing, and Pastor Carlson dressed up with this massive sombrero. He had like this poncho. There's probably pictures on the church website or on Facebook somewhere floating around, but he was like Don Juan, like he had this mustache. Like it was hilarious. And we had like a group band that came and played like guitar and played like some songs for the kids, and they did like a little dance circle around me. That was like really fun. And it was and it was just amazingly special because the whole church ladies, a lot of whom are also still here, like Margaret Smith, Karen Fisher, they really came together and were able to put that together and make us feel really included, and that was very special.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other stories?
I feel like I have so many because I've just been here so long. But no, it's just funny because I remember being in Vacation Bible School as a kid, and now I'm, trying to help out when I can, like when I get the time off of work to go help out. So it's interesting to see how things are, staying the same and different between now and then. So yeah, a bunch of good memories.
Sure. What significant changes have happened through the years that you've noticed?
So I mentioned the catechism. So obviously that has definitely changed over the years from what I'm being told, and it's very cool to see how the youth are still learning, what they need to learn about Lutheran catechism, but in 2025 now. So just the way that that's being structured is it's kind of cool to see how that's going on, and the youth group is now. Like we're bringing in like the younger kids earlier. So that's, and I know that's like a whole, there's definitely future leaning towards, trying to see that.
It's going to take a few years, but we're going to get there. Yeah,
exactly. But just in the past couple of years, it's really cool to see how that's kind of changed as well. The different ministry teams that we've seen kind of, I say come and go, not as a bad thing, but like that are coming up based on like what the community needs might be or how the church is updating. We've seen changes with like how we do music, so that's always exciting to see because I love music. So yeah.
So you're more contemporary than traditional, or?
I love the contemporary style of worship, but I really love, there's some like solid like 80s Christian music.
Oh, sure.
Like those are some bangers. They're like, we should bring some of those back. Recently, I think there's like a big push. They're like making old hymns, like Armored Christian Soldiers, but they like put a jazz band behind it. Like that was awesome. So
yeah, they are taking some of the older hymns and kind of redoing the music behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess like I love the contemporary music, but like the lyrical theology is just so beautiful from like the hymns and the psalms and even older songs, like I said, from like the 70s and 80s. A lot of the camp songs that like I grew up singing, or church camp songs, I guess those were 80s and 90s. Those were older. So yeah.
Okay. How has St. James impacted your faith walk?
So obviously I was confirmed, so the first time I was 13, 14, really standing up and trying to explain like how I felt about my faith to the congregation. I think just kind of having to do that, or having the opportunity to do that, was really important because it kind of sets you up for maybe the first time that you're having to think seriously about what it actually means to you.
Right.
Which I think is really important for all youth. It's like not just your parents' faith.
Right.
Regardless of what denomination you might be in, it's, it's important for you to find something that's your faith that, like, okay, this is why I believe what I believe, for that. And then just having the people here at St. James that have been with me through different things, like through, getting married. And then I actually was out of Marion for a little while. I came back and getting really busy with work, and so different things. But so every time there was anything that like I needed, or I just needed like a boost or accountability or a companion or a prayer partner, there's always someone here that's been able to get really involved and kind of, push me through that. So that's been amazing.
Sure.
Yeah.
What are your hopes and dreams for St. James?
Obviously, I hope we continue to grow, and I don't just mean in like member volume, because
right.
We've all definitely seen that can also be two-sided. So obviously it'd be great if our church could grow in numbers, but more importantly, just to be, to remain really committed to kind of how we started out, just to be, glorify God, nurture all, share the gospel. Like that's the goal of the church.
Sure.
So kind of staying true to that, even as we continue to grow. I hope that we can do that. Right. And just finding new and innovative ways to stay involved in the community and bring the community in, while we do that. So,
right.
And we've definitely done that, I think. Like we've got the Nativity Walk, we have Vacation Bible School, we just did our homecoming picnic thing that was open to the community. So there's definitely outreach opportunities to be had. So.
Yeah, it's funny because the ladies were planning the barbecue, which is like the week before the 75th anniversary big thing. And I was like, I looked at them, I said, you have my permission to not do the barbecue this year if you don't. I'm like, no, we're doing the barbecue. I was like, okay, man, I'm glad these 70 to 80-year-old ladies have more energy than I do, because
we would fall apart without the ladies ministry. There's always a team. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they always are doing stuff, and because they've got to raise them, because they raise the money for the community. That's the thing. They're not raising the money for the church. It goes into the community organizations, and which is something pretty interesting about this church, is it doesn't really raise much money for itself. It raises money for people that aren't even associated with the church. So
no, absolutely. I know we've always been really involved with the Pregnancy Help Center, with some of the different mission work that goes on in Grant County. And then outside of Grant County as well, the Vernon Manor that we have supported as well through the years. So I hope we can continue to do that and then grow in those ways as well.
Yeah.
And we got to bring back the Church of the Holy Smokes.
Oh yes, I've been to. I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's ever mentioned that.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Dave Aaron did.
Yeah. Well, he should. He's like the Dave Aaron and Mike Klein. They're like the.
Yeah, and could you explain that, what that is?
So, back in my youth, we used to have, there was a group called like the In-Betweeners, and there was all the people that basically had kids around the same age. So kind of ended up going to all the camping trips in the summer with the church. And of course, everyone was invited, but like all the ones with the kids, I think they were happy to just let us run off and like be crazy. So, but yeah, we would stay there for, 2 or 3 days. And on Sunday morning, after we, canoed and hiked and did all the fellowship, which was just amazing, we would have the church by the fire pit. So of course it was very smoky. Oh, so it's the Church of the Holy Smokes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. But yeah, we would, sing songs, and it was usually Dave that gave the a sermon or kind of take charge of that if Pastor Carlson would be here preaching to the rest of the people. So yeah,
that's cool.
And that went on for years, so we should bring that back.
Yeah,
like I wouldn't sleep in a tent. Like I need a real bed. But yeah, I'd show up.
Anything else we didn't talk about you wanted to talk about?
I don't think so. Okay. I think we're just crazy. It's been 75 years.
I know.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming in.
Thanks.
Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week. Peace out.
Walking these streets, shadows fall. lost in a world, echoes call, searching for life, voices true. St. James Church in the heart of the blue. Glorify God, nurture all, share the gospel, hear the call. That is what we do at St. James, breaking chains, singing new names, pushing through the night, feeling small, seeking the answers stall, windows of gray stained with hue. Breaking chains, singing new names, heartbeats pounding, truth revealed. In the silence, wounds are healed. Faith in motion, spirits move. In this place we find our groove. In the dark streets, hope we find.